Looks like we're doing 33.8 degrees today. Shoot for 20 minutes. Welcome, guys. It's Dwayne Evans coming to you with the Plunge Cast. Reminding today is a new day, a new plunge. So take a deep breath and dive on in. The real rewards in life don't always show up in trophies and titles. They're built through quality time, through connection, through progress, and the daily grind. They come from choosing consistency, even when no one is watching, and finding peace in the process itself. When you learn to value these moments, the finish line stops being the main focus. The daily growth, the pushing through new boundaries, and just gaining more insight for what you're trying to complete starts taking more focus. Again, yes, the end goal is the main focus, but these day-to-day wins, these day-to-day incremental increases and growth in your life are far more important. So today I'm going to go through a couple different rewards. The first one today, it's going to be reward through connection. So with family, the real reward doesn't come from the things we get them. It comes from the connections, the memories we create with them. And it's easy to get caught up in the routine, work, errands, sports, the phone, multiple responsibilities around the house. What your spouse and your kids remember the most are those moments together, are those times you're able to step back and enjoy their company. The late night talks, the laughter at the dinner table, the times we put our phone down and get in the floor and play with them. But, what age does that change? And, I get, because we've all been there, as the kids grow older, that it's going to change. But I do believe if done right, we're able to grab as many moments with our kids like we do when they're younger. As they do get older, yes, things will need to change. The activities you're doing with them now, sitting in the floor playing with toys, will have to become a little bit more extreme. A little bit more money will have to be spent. But ultimately, those moments that we create with our kids are everlasting. And that's what's building their childhood. So, take that time to watch them grow and see in their eyes when it lights up that they've learned something new. Even when they're 16, 17. Like I said, our kids right now, they're 7 and 4. And the enjoyment I get watching Maddie and Connor learn something new, just in their smile and their face, those are the moments I am striving to find more of. So again, try new hobbies with them. Pick some of your hobbies you like to do and push them down that rabbit hole. And then vice versa. What are some things they love to do? You yourself as the parent, you go down that rabbit hole with them. So quick story for me, we went to Jellystone last year, and Maddie finally learned how to go underwater. She had her goggles on, and when she went under, she came up right in front of me. And the squished up face in those goggles and that biggest smile on her face, that's one of those memories that's burned in my mind. That will always be with me. So I challenge you, find those few memories. I'm sure you've got them. And grab hold of them, but also challenge yourself to make more as they continue to grow, continue to do things with them. So reward through progress. In self-development, the biggest mistake people make is waiting until they've arrived or reached that so-called goal to feel proud about themselves. But the real growth doesn't come from the finish line. It comes from the steps you take to get there. Progress in the reward. Progress is the reward. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, that's a win. Every time you show up for yourself when no one else is watching, that's growth. It's easy to overlook because it's not flashy, it's not a huge win, it's not something we're going to post about. But those small wins are what shape us. They build confidence, resilience, and momentum. So guys, a quick challenge for you. So instead of having a vision board, try something more on this line of vision casting. So this vision casting board, put that dream up top. Make the dream the goal is the forward focus of it. But starting at the bottom, step out how you're actually going to get to that dream or that goal. Again, you can make this in text or you can still use images and stuff, but more or less you're creating a guideline on how to get to that goal. And each incremental step, celebrate the win. You're moving closer to that goal. Reward through daily grind. The real reward in business isn't just the spotlight. It's in the grind that no one sees. We as entrepreneurs, we enjoy this realm because we see the vision in our mind starting to come to life. We've worked toward trying to get this business from infant stage into an adolescence, into adult phase. It's the early mornings when we're building something from nothing. It's the late nights when we're questioning, was this even worth trying? The calls, the setbacks, the small wins that barely get noticed. That's where the foundation is built. Everyone wants the reward at the end. The numbers, the freedom, the success. But what separates the good from the great is finding the meaning in the work itself. When you start to appreciate the process, the growth, the challenge, the lessons, the grind becomes your teacher. It's not a punishment. Reward through consistency. The biggest changes in our health don't come from one perfect week. They come from showing up over and over again, year after year, saying yes to the healthy, saying no to the bad. It's the early mornings when you don't feel like it, but you still get up and you work out. It's not something that has to be done, but you've challenged yourself to do it. Those small choices, water instead of a pop, the walk instead of scrolling on our phone. That's where the reward lives. Because every time you show up, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. It's not about motivation, it's about momentum. The body changes slowly. Habits take time. But every consistent day compounds into confidence, strength, peace of mind. So stop chasing that quick fix. Start celebrating the wins, the small incremental wins each day. The reward itself is the fact that you showed up. That each day you've punched that time clock to move your life forward. And I congratulate you on that. Be proud of yourself. Even if it's a smallest win, you are moving your life forward. Oh. Whew. Reward through inner peace. The greatest reward in life isn't money, it isn't status or recognition. It's our inner peace. The feeling when your mind isn't at war with itself, when you don't need to prove anything to anyone, when you can just sit in silence and actually feel proud of yourself and be okay in that moment. Inner peace comes when you stop fighting for control and start trusting the process. It's built through gratitude. Though letting go and realizing not every battle deserves your energy. Not every argument is needed. You'll know you're growing when you stop reacting to things that don't matter, that drain your energy. When peace matters more than being right. When your calm becomes power. That's the reward. Not the external win, but the internal one. So protect your peace. Nurture it. Because once you find it, you realize it. That's what you're chasing all along. Now, for me, guys, in my life, I have to come back to that last sentence so much. Nurture it, because once you find it, you realize that's what you've been chasing all along. And I'm talking about peace. Because, again, I'm that type of person that needs to just go. And I don't know if I find chaos in the peace sometimes or what it is. I find peace in the chaos. So guys, I challenge you, continue to grow. Go through these rewards. Listen to them again. Pull parts from them and utilize them in your life. Guys, thanks for tuning into the Plunge Cast. Until next time, stay grateful and keep plunging. Whew. I think it's warmer in this water than it is out here. Where am I at? A couple more minutes and that hits me in my 20. So guys, it's our first snow in Kentucky. It's a little flurries, but we'll take it. I'm not sure what today's date is, November 8th or 9th, something like that. This water. Guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, like I said, I put the full video on there. I try not to edit it too much. If there's other things you want to see, let me know. I'd love to just bring as much value to everybody that I can. Oh, this is cold. I love it. I put myself through some of the interesting things. And again, anybody that knows me, they wouldn't expect anything different. Oh. All right, we're getting there. Looks like I've got about 3 minutes. Now, I do enjoy putting these together. Just kind of getting what's on my mind during that week, or something that has happened in the past that just really stuck with me, or a product that I use that has really helped me grow. Sitting there watching my clock. So I put my phone on airplane mode just to make sure I don't get a text or a call. But I'll also let Taryn know when I'm going on airplane mode, because she likes to worry for me. And all right, we are. No, 2 more minutes. Man, she'll be my first text when I take it off airplane mode. Let her know I'm walking off this hill. I've got one more midnight tonight. A couple of days off. And guys, and again, I'd love to challenge everybody to try, some personal growth, whatever it may be. This has been a big one for me, just because it is not. It's not desirable. It's not fun. It's tough, but it's 100% up my alley of the mental toughness and the extra grind that I need. So find that thing that creates that inner peace for you. That is hard. It is tough. Again, I swear I think it's warmer in this water than it is out here. Ah, 30 seconds. We're almost there. Not really sure how long I can handle the 20 minutes, but we'll go as long as I can.